Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, we're live from Rubi-ka. I'm just doing the social medias. As quickly as I can. Right, there we go. Let's go to the live stream. Where was I up to? I was doing a bunch of this. Oh, have I timed out on the others? Possibly. No, 6 days. Flux rafters we need. I think we've done most of the others, but we've got the other side of the island, or the other side of Elysium, to run round on yet. So plenty to do there. It's Saturday. I has finished work for the week and I don't go back till Tuesday, therefore, beer o'clock. On the downside, I was in work at stupid o'clock this morning. But we did gain, what did we do? We started at level 73, got to level 80. Not to be sneezed at. Just doing the Yutto quests in Elysium. Can't be bad. What are we doing on buffs? I think all the important ones are running, so we should be good. Right, so we now want to go to the middle of the map-ish. So we just come from Whispervale? No. Lady Sky Cannon, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. No, too far south. Fallen Forest is... Utopulus is going to be the nearest, isn't it? Wherever that is. And the hunt for a breathing ice sim. Can't remember where they drop. Breathing, they're quite low, aren't they? Ugly Dan, welcome to the stream. Alexander, do you know the servers will ever be improved for this project? No idea. Possibly. I don't know of any plans to improve them, but it's obviously possible. Oh, mate, he's making you a twink. Okay. No, yeah, new twink apparently are all bad words according to the auto mod. But twinking in Anarchy Online is older than any other euphemism I've heard for the use of it. I'm aware there are other meanings, but they're kind of American ones. And, yeah. Don't apply to the meaning when it comes to flux rafters. What are you? Flux rafter. In a minute, it's running on a server, not servers. If you're thinking in terms of a game company running a game with data center servers, think again. This is a home project. Data center servers cost a lot of money. Two more flux rafters. Quabbits! Must be a limitation of players at some point. True of any online server. But we're nowhere near those sorts of levels yet. You got to remember that all you're sending is XYZ coordinates, user input data. It's all very light info. It's less than a web page on today's internet. Well, that's with dozens and dozens of players playing the game. Yeah, you got 200 people playing, there's less data going back and forth between the server than you have when you open up Twitter or something like that, you know? Any social media for that matter. Because most of the heavy lifting is done client side. All the graphics and everything. Yeah, I mean, a data center can hit a limitation. On the live servers, if you get more than 520 players in any given zone, the zone crashes, and that's on Funcom's own servers, so I don't know. And we know that from the Alien Invasion storyline with Space Quest. Right, we got another ding. So, yeah. And we'll do suggested on top of that. That'll do nicely. Ripwell, go hand this one in. The old days. What, 18 months ago? Not really. You get 520 players in one playfield, it crashes. And people can't get kicked off the server and can't log in. That happened in 2025. In 2024. So, not the old days. Really? It's how the server meshing works in AO. That's part of its overall design. That obviously they're not using in this game. Yeah, we got 520 people in Borealis. Half of them crashed. You know, dropped to disconnect and then couldn't log back in with player already logged in message. Happened multiple times during those events because people were just loading in to get free XP and AI. I have the rafter root samples for you. There we go, we got all 4 now. Came close to getting it finished last night, but not quite. No, 82. Not bad. Deliver an ancient text. Yeah, that one timed out, didn't it? Right, there we go. Goodbye on that one. So, yeah, we're going down. We want to go Enig. I'll have such a player base still. Clearly. How many of those accounts that were logged in were one person multi-boxing? Anybody's guess, really. Because you didn't actually have to do much of anything to get that XP wave. So people would just run their alts there and sit in a corner somewhere. Since 2025, the population has dropped off quite drastically in AO on the live servers, and that's because Funcom won't do anything about the asshats over there. The people crashing the playfields and zones using AO Sharp just so they don't lose their tower fields. You know, those arseholes. Screw everyone else. Me, 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 me. You know, those guys. And because Funcom won't do anything about it, people are, well, basically just getting fed up of it and going, you know what, screw it. I don't want to play anymore. It's kind of what happened with me, to be honest. I mean, my accounts are still active, but I rarely log in. When I do, it's not good. So I want to go Enig. Enig, which one's Enig? Enig down here? It is. Right, maybe a rebuff is in order. Oop. Yeah, from 2020 through till 2025, that happened regular. Yeah, I can't stomach logging in when people like that are allowed to do what they want to everybody else and Funcom don't do anything about it. It's just difficult. Prologue, what do you mean live servers? Are there any other types? Yeah, we're playing on one. Project Rubi-ka. Hence the title of the stream. It's a preservation server based on the 18.4 patch before the rebalance and Lost Eden and all that stuff came in. A little quiet right now. It's like, what, 152 players? It'll get over 200 before like 10 o'clock tonight. Typically did. Last night was like the beginning of the stream was like 240 people or something. Gamel 0007. Welcome to the stream. Live servers are just a bit disappointing really at the moment. That's how I would describe them. Max for title. Yeah, okay. Base ability's too low. Ooh, okay. Do that then. All nicely buffed up. Yeah, so Project Rubi-ka is a preservation server, essentially. It gets me to kill a few mobs, I think. Mr. Boonkalat, welcome to the stream. Yep, so what's us to do a couple of bits? Shakes and sweets. So, shades of grey. Kill a few of the tiger mobs. Tis laggy though, gotta be honest. There we are. Three more? Hard to play tonight. Apparently a bit laggy, but okay. Such as it is. I remember the old pan raids where you had to preemptively plan exactly what you were doing 10 seconds ahead of time because you wouldn't see it in real time on screen. That was fun. The amount of people going, fall into Rubi-ka because they ran off the edge without realizing. Oh, have it your way. I suppose they are still green, so still aggro. Temple of the Three Winds was a nightmare, I can imagine. Gonna go have dinner and come back to no lag. Well, we'll see. Fingers crossed, eh? So we've got the patches thing. Okay, and next he wants a rafter tear gland. Ooh. Big guy. guy actually did some damage. Oh, there you go. We've got it on first kill. That's pretty good, actually. I've been down here for 30 minutes to an hour before now. That was lucky. Definitely lucky. I think that was one of the quickest times I've ever done that. Being honest. Now, Tigland of the Shore Rafters. There we go, that's 83. That to the thing. There we go. Right, so we can go back and talk to the Yotto, but I don't have a direct mission for him. What's that? GT probably. I just started on PRK the other night, level 15 AMA. Anything I should definitely need to do, such as items? Yeah, belt, NCUs, the usual stuff. Just remember that you can't give a new character any hand-me-downs because you're from your higher level characters, because you don't have any. Make sure you're picking a lot of stuff up. So when you see the, what are they called? Data fragments, pick them up, right click them. Need them to buy the O weapons to get started with. And human NPCs also drop tokens. And without missions, that's the way you're going to be getting them. The new O weapons are situated in ICC in 3 shops. And they have to be, they and their upgrades are bought with those data fragments which drop from humanoid NPCs. Not sure that any O weapons are worse for MA. Well, you'd be wrong. Do you want fast attack early? On top of Brawl and Dimash? Get a stun glove and upgrade it. There's an MA. Don't know what they're wearing. Inspect isn't working, so I can't tell you. Yeah, you want to get a nano charge stun glove and put fast attack on it. Free attack, dude. Free attack. Extra hit. And those weapons are much better than the types you see on the live server as well. I want to upload this. Psycho Mod 403. Ooh, we're getting close then. What? There we go. Yay, new damage buff. Finally. Yeah, well, you don't personally need weaponsmithing. You need some other player that has weaponsmithing in order to upgrade them. So it's an MMO, remember? So you pop into the global chat, So you have global chat for the entire server, and you say, oh, anyone got X amount of weaponsmithing? So, yeah, if you try and, same as the live game, if you try and trade skill everything and make a decent character at the same time, it's really difficult to, have enough trade skill to make all the items and whatnot and put implants together that you want, and also have IP left over to play your character in a fight, so yeah, different players on the server. Some people have dedicated trade skill characters already, so they've decided to make a trade skill character just to make stuff for themselves, but they're more than happy to make it for other people. Yeah, of course, yeah. It does tell you that you do need extra skills to do it. It's not sort of automatic upgrades. There's no illegally modified, illegal OFAB weapons in the subway. They don't exist. So no tonfas in there. But you can get stun gloves and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, for Frubes, I mean, they're properly useful. And effectively on this server, everyone is sloob because there's no AI gear, so you can't get any AI tonfas or anything like that. The only thing you've got is other weapons you add to give you special attacks and such, which does help in any fight because it's an extra free attack. Are you feeling the lag out there in Shadowlands? Yo, this is Shadowlands, and yeah, we're feeling the lag. It's like being at a rave. Oh dear. Right. He said I could go tell him. Do I? Do I even bother? Let's go bother. I haven't got a mission, but I just feel like I should. I haven't done the red flowers thing as well, so I want to go talk to that guy. Unless that one's not in this game version. There was one where, there's a guy stood out on his own. Wants you to go get some red flowers right by where the Guardian Heckler Abomination dude is. Yeah, there's definitely lag out here in Shadowlands as well. See, doing that there quest, I got that. Ring of Divine Teardrops. Handy dandy. Title level 4. We're not there yet. How could one start playing Project Rubi-ka? There you go. And did I put the other link in? I'm not sure I did. I did a guide on how to get started, so... Give me 2 seconds. Custom commands. Got 20 of 25. I'm going to add a new one. Give me 2 seconds. Right, that should have taken, so now... There you go. How to get started. How to set it up. How to install maps. How to install Note and DovTech GUI if you want a better looking GUI, etc. All there. It's not too bad in Shadowlands, but it's definitely, I can feel it, yeah. Right, I'm going to hide behind this bush while I go and grab another beer. The answer to and cause of all our problems. Yeah, I just want to see if I can pull a quest I remember from this guy, but I'm not sure he's going to give it to me or not. Oh wow, mobs in Elysium are greying out. Oh my god. We are the Uber. The dreaded run of doom across the little spindly bridge over all the hecklers down below. The amount of times I've died doing this. Why am I doing it again? Usually if there's a 220 enforcer mongoing near it, yeah, you're gonna catch some aggravation. Yeah, plant with the red petals. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, but you're going into the danger zone to do this quest. Well and truly. So you got a little kniff. And there's a voracious horror where the little red plants grow. So you got to be damned careful down there not to get too close to him. Especially at like, what are we, level 83? Yeah, he'd kick our ass in seconds. do I need? 5 plants and a knife. That's 5. We're going. Not hanging around. Nope. In case you're wondering, I came here with 1.3 mil. I now have 3.1 mil. Got a lot of credits for the Yutto's quests here. Go. Right, okay. So now we're going to go to the west side of Elysium and do the quests there. If you're crossing here with pets, pet wait before you start crossing. Get to this side and then use pet warp. Because if one of your pets goes derp, 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 derp and falls off, pulls all the hecklers up to you. Not a fun time. I am a floaty head. Behold my Uberness. Is this thing on? Oh, there you go. Right, this guy's got a bunch of quests we can do as well. One quest. Maybe there's something else I can do to help you. Extermination trip to the swamps can take ages if you can't find the mobs you need. Hunt for the Somphos horn. That's the one that takes a while, trying to get the mobs you need. I don't know how it's going to be on this server, so... Okay, so that's all his quests. Hunt for the Somphos horn. Can take a while. come on. Yeah. Not quite enough jump ability yet. Somphos Bruni are the ones that take the time. From memory. Yeah, and the named Preds up and around here do drop the Predator armor. I'm not sure if the unnamed ones do, but yeah. Named dudes, they do. Right, so our old thing gave plus 10 damage, and the new one plus 38. Slight improvement. Bruni are the ones I tend to do first because it seems to take the longest to do. But not always. Like the grainy and the whatever, there's tons of them everywhere. So like this one, you have to do it in a sequence and you need 5 Bruni. And you're lucky to find 5 Bruni at once. And the final one is grainy, and there's hundreds of those. So yeah, kind of annoying. That's the way it was designed. And visually, the mobs look entirely alike. There's no obvious visual difference, so you've got to tab around and find one. I know a couple of spots where you tend to see them, but not always. Some of them wander around, which does make finding them even more difficult. Especially when you get here, some other buggers running around doing something similar. That should be a Bruni there. Nope. Nope. Uh-oh. Swimming. swimming is bad, you are slower. Now, finding 5 of these buggers can be difficult. Hence why I'm doing this one first. Excuse me. So the exciting gameplay that is finding the mob you need. Quest feels like it's ass backwards. The most difficult one to find, you need 5 of. You need 2 of the easy to find ones and only 1 of the easiest to find ones. Kind of nuts. And a lot of them wander around in quite a big circles, so they can be in unexpected places as well. Actually, check in with the Yuttos here. Yutto's modified NCU, quality 160, cost 14 million. No. Ain't nobody got any money for that kind of shenanigans here. We're almost all the way to the other predators now. Yes, there's more than one spot for preds. Surprising how many people aren't aware of that. I don't know why, but I suppose most of the guides you look up do show that one place, but yeah, there's predators up here as well for the predator arms gear. Or they are on live. Maybe they're not here. I don't know. This is where the brunies are, and we haven't found a single one yet. Not doing well. The other quest, or the other Somphos you gotta kill, way easier to find. There's dozens of them everywhere. Oh no, Crystal Rafter chasing after me. He'll give up before I get where I'm going anyway. I hope. We're in trouble if we don't. The other guy's looking for those drops, but the brunies are the guys we want. They look exactly like all the other Somphos dudes out here, but they are named differently. Having no luck. Maybe what we do is we go further north, do the other quests, and come back for this one. Fortunately, that Somphos Horn quest has to be done in a specific order, which is rather annoying, I have to be honest. You're the wrong mob. Stop being where the other one is. Yeah, there's a MA using a stun glove right there. Fast attack, my dude. Worthwhile. There should be a brutish and the other one there. Zoom in again. Does it even show? No. But I've found them all here before in previous characters that I've brought out here doing the exact same quests. Kind of annoying. You can't find the mobs you want. You bring good luck. Yeah, you can go round and round in circles for hours trying to find the pigging mobs you want, and that's Funcom's design. That's nothing to do with PRK. That's just what they did for this quest line, which is super annoying. Make the one you need the most of the least available one. That's just cruel. An unusual punishment for the players. It really is. They should be punished for such game design. Oh, Ermite. Okay, come on then, dude. Yeah, there is definitely lag. Oh, thanks for the blackout. Yeah, nice. You're still gonna die though, dude. You picked the fight. The other thing I miss is your health and nano recharger. Clearing debuffs. Used to farm mantis parts back in with my fixer. And I had someone to make the armor and I sold hundreds of pieces for them. Quite a few millions. Used to use AO forums to sell them. Yeah. Alex, are you a keeper? No, I'm a human being. This character is a keeper. And I'll be back in a minute with another human beer. Right, I is back. to you. Are you what I'm looking for? Yes! Sulphus Bruni! Finally! Ugly Dan, welcome to the stream! Why are these guys so rare, and yet you need 5 of them? Beggars belief and annoys me greatly. But what are you gonna do? Need 4 more. Respawn now! Respawn instantly. With 5 of you, and I'll pick you all off. Or something, yeah. Right, okie doke. I was starting to think they despawned or something. Gunpike, 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 gunpike. Don't care about any of those dudes. I want the ones I'm after. We require Brunis. Spawn them, please, server. Nope. Come on. Stop being the wrong mob. You should 100% be one of the Brunis. They always, well, on live, there's always one walking up and down here. It seems now there is not. Grid is down. I don't know, I haven't used the grid very much on this server, simply because generally I've not had the comp lit to do so. Can't remember when you're playing on this server, you're taking part in someone else's experiment. We've only found one so far. Come on. Spawn faster. What happens when you try and enter the grid? Have you tried entering the grid from other places, or? I think I've used it twice so far on the server, but that's because I haven't done a lot on the server. I haven't really leveled or anything, so. Obviously does make a difference if you're higher level and using it more frequently. It's a massive inconvenience to not have it, and I can appreciate that. Did not know this game was still around. Well, it is. The live servers are still up, and so is Project Rubi-ka, which is a different server entirely. Did they ever finish the graphics update? They did, but we didn't get much. So we got a DX9 update, which is very unstable. That was about it. It is nicer. It's got real shadows and stuff like that. Can't show you as I'm playing this character because this is not the live server. This is Project Rubi-ka, which is a preservation server. But yeah, it did come out. Wasn't the one we saw in the videos, though. That was a different engine entirely. We never got that. We got some, like, 5th iteration of a beta engine, and it's still a beta engine that will never be finished. Unfortunately, because the game is in maintenance mode and has been since 2017. Despite getting a couple of new dungeons. Or more accurately, new old dungeons. So they did a high-level version of Temple of the Three Winds and the subway, and we were all hoping for some sort of high-level version of Foreman's, but it never came. There was like one dev who was still kind of tinkering around with the game, and they were only doing like an hour a week or something ridiculous, and they got pulled off the project as well. So now the live servers are basically abandoned. There's hackers and griefers on that server now who, when their tower fields are attacked, simply use a third-party piece of software called AO Sharp that Funcom have been told about 1,000 times in order to crash that playfield and reset the timer on the towers so they don't actually have to fight for them. Because if they did, they'd lose them. Otherwise, why do that? Why not fight? These people have been reported multiple hundreds of times, and Funcom has done absolutely nothing about them. And people are just cheesed off with it and kind of abandoning the live server. Unfortunately, that's the state of play as it is. And I don't know if it's semi-intentional by Funcom. Like, if enough people quit, our head isn't in the noose for cancelling and shutting down the game. I don't know. I don't know. It does smell like that, though. I mean, the argument could be made to Funcom, look, people are quitting game because of these guys. You know who they are, they've been reported, documented and everything else, and you refuse to do anything about them. Why? I mean, they're effectively making Funcom look like idiots. They're making Funcom look like a company that can't do anything about it. And I don't believe that. Funcom are really quite sort of virulent, I suppose, when it comes to their IP. So letting other people run things and and dictate the behavior of the server. It seems very out of character. I'm surprised they're letting these guys make them look so foolish, because they act with complete impunity at the minute. You know, they can do all manner of bullshit and there's no comeback for them. Back in the day, you'd have been banned in a nanosecond for that shit. But not any longer, it seems. So at this point, these, like, pompous arseholes think they can do whatever they want, because effectively they can. There's no fallout, there's no comeback, there's no accountability for anything they've done. So why should they care, you know? And it does piss me off that Funcom won't just do the simple thing of going, no, you can't do that, you're banned. And all your associated accounts are banned. Because that's how they used to operate. Just seems to me, they just simply don't care anymore. Which is just sad, really. Fine, I'll fight you. Up to you. Nothing but scum-packed dryads. We want a Somphos Bruni. Where are you at? You should be down here near this guy. Maybe I kill this guy, it spawns or something, I don't know. Shall we give up on the Brunies for now? Is it getting a bit monotonous for the for the people watching the stream? Shall I just give it up for a bit? Come back? We could get on with the other quests instead. Because the Bruni guys are just not where I'm expecting to find them. Except for one. He's been the only one in all of Christ. 40 minutes? There's something wrong there, that's for sure. Yeah, I think we'll do some of the other quests first instead. Yeah, it really is a shame. I think things kind of peaked around 2020 for Anarchy Online. It was kind of a rebirth, you know, everyone was stuck at home. What was that multiplayer game we used to play back in the day? And they all came back and it was great. We had so many more returning players on the server. We had the Jane Jet storyline with Ark, so we had all these alien events and stuff, and they were so busy they would crash a playfield, and all this other stuff going on. It really was. It felt like a bit of a golden time, really. Yeah, at the minute, Funcom are just letting the hackers, griefers, and cheaters run the game. Which does surprise me, I've got to be honest. It really does surprise me that they would be that way about it. They didn't spawn in the right place. Yeah, basically, yeah. Or they're not spawning anywhere, because I've just been to every place they can possibly spawn and every place in between, and they've not spawned, so... Game crashed when I use the grid in Borealis and can't log in again. They usually restart the servers. Yeah, eventually. And it's not servers. Plural. It's server. This is not a live game that you're playing on, okay? This isn't a corporation renting out a data center to run the game from. It ain't that. It's a handful of volunteers using their own free time to recreate the game as kind of a preservation project, you know, like a museum. Looked around on AOU and the place you kept running through. Yeah, I know. For whatever reason, those dudes are not spawning. Yeah, they usually do restart the servers, but it's not on any kind of schedule or anything. Some of the comments I got on the videos I've made, I heard this. And you're like, where the fuck did you hear that? 'Cause no. Siljar Russell, oh my god. Squeaky door hinge. Oh. 'Cause it's a mouse. Okay. I love it. I like it. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you discover a bug, then use the system to report it, because they are looking at them, they are reading them, and they are doing things about them. It's worth double-checking that it hasn't already been reported, so you're not sort of making a repeated effort, that kind of thing. But other than that, yeah, absolutely use it. They drop in my streams now and again as well. Usually to harass me or troll me or both. And sometimes to be nice and field questions from the chat that I can't answer because I'm not part of the project. I'm just some dude that's playing on the server, really. And yes, I have a tiny amount of kind of internet clout, I suppose, when it comes to I hate the word influence. It sounds like you're, I don't know, tricking people into doing something, so I hate that word. But if I stream AO and a few thousand people watch it over the course of a month, you know, it's going to bring people in to the server. But what you're dealing with is a team of volunteers who are giving up their own free time to work on the project, to recreate AO as they honestly feel it should be. At a bad last night, 4 a.m., I found a person who had timed the speed of the Wago connectors. I don't know what that is, how fast they snap. And with that video, well, the rabbit hole went deeper and deeper, and suddenly it was 7 a.m. Well, you know, I mean, the YouTube algorithm is there to get you to watch more YouTube, isn't it? So you got to be careful. I mean, most of my time on YouTube is actually me going to bed. I bet you know Wago connector. Oh my god. It's nothing weird, is it? Is it safe for work? Wago connector. Was it an RCD fuse? Yeah, okay, yeah, alright. Yeah, I do know what that is. Okay. Quick enough to save your life. That's what it is. More than that, what do I need to know? You know, I don't need to see it in 200,000 frames a second or something weird. I don't know. Maybe I do. Yeah, in the UK it's called something different, and I've had a lot of experience with them. So that's the consumer box they sit in. Yeah, I know what they are. They're in my house. It's a screwless wire, not a fuse. It looks like one. And an RCD is not a fuse. It's more like the ECU out of a car. It's got so much complex circuitry in it. It's certainly not a piece of fuse wire like the old days in the 70s or something. It can sense capacitance between live and neutral, and shut itself off just from that, which would be it in a sense detecting any dampness, stuff like that, you know. Well, it looks like one. It's big enough to be one, but apparently isn't one. No, but it's got no electronics in it. It's just metal that you connect wires to that can handle 30 amps, and it takes 5 seconds to put on. That sounds incredibly dangerous in the wrong hands. Yeah, don't fool around with electricity. Electricity will always win. Excuse me. Yeah, unless you know about, unless you've had training and education on electrics, leave them well alone. Restart incoming. Or is it? That's it. I gotta kill gloonies, but only need like one or maybe two of them. There's hundreds of them. Yeah, I'm not sure we even have those in the UK. They don't sound like a very work-safe device. Although I can see kind of like the usefulness of them while you're working on stuff, but limited usefulness versus how dangerous it potentially is. Now, with extermination, you can do either one, so we can do some spine tooth. Use them on the 400-volt rails here at work, and they recommend them over the old-style wire splicers. Well, okay. Probably less prone to human error, something like that. Splat. I have annoyed the mad cow. They have taken vengeance upon me. No, they haven't. I'm just kidding. That's just a random crash. There you go. Or was it? Yeah, it was. God, I can't spell the word. So, any faction dominating? No, actually. It seems quite kind of, well, I don't know. Mixed, I suppose. Which, you know, I kind of feel like it should be mixed. No missions of any kind, yeah. I used to play back in the days like 2004-ish. Is Norton Wars and Shadowlands free? The entire thing is free, dude. This is Project Rubi-ka. It always will be free. Not even normal. No, I mean missions are far more complex than we realise. As soon as you actually think about what happens when you click "Give me mission," an awful lot of things have to click into place at the right time. So they're not active yet. You got to think it's got to generate an entry point for the mission, the mission layout, the NPCs inside the mission and their loot, the chests inside the mission, whether they're locked, all the doorways in the mission, whether they're locked, all the loot inside the chests in the mission, the target objective of the mission, and the reward for the mission. And in cases where you've got to return to mission vendor, the return channel for you to do that, to return item to the mission terminal, all of that has got to be generated just with every time you click on the mission terminal. There's a lot going on. It's like reattaching a limb, you know. There's a lot going on there. Yeah, it's really not. Funcom pulled that off in the early days. Beggars belief, but they did, you know. And so, you know, the guys are working on it. They want to see it work, but it's not a priority. They're fixing things that don't work currently. Sonfos Bruni, welcome to the stream. I've been looking for you. You're the second one I found in an hour. I'm so happy to see you and kill you. Gloony. Hell, I forgot there was one of them out here. I'm sure I've killed him before, but damn. Yeah, like in the middle of nowhere. What's chat saying? To the day Vanna Dev mentioned they found something really logical. When mission generates, the named NPCs gets assigned. If two people get the same NPC, either one of the missions gets boxed. Yeah, it's really not a simple process to do the auto-generated or content on demand that Funcom pulled off with the original Anarchy Online. It's a miracle that it works at all. It's incredibly clever that it does. But the fact it does, the amount of stuff going on behind, you know, that simple click and move sliders around thing is just bonkers. It really is. It's like, how the hell did you do that? How the hell did you marry these two limbs together? All computer is kind of a miracle. Making sand well, it doesn't think. And AI is a misnomer. It has no inherent intelligence. It has less intelligence than a bacteria. And that bubble is gonna burst. Koala beans! I think I need these, do I? I think I do. I need to kill 3 of them. There's more than 3 here. Hey Tio Derry, welcome to the stream. I'm using a panther. Am I not killing the right mobs? Koala nana beans? My quest isn't updating. I'm going to relog. Just in case. I'm going to log all the way out of game and log back in. I'm even going to close down the launcher. Start it again. I mean, this is an active alpha. This is not even a beta. So, you know, don't place expectations on the volunteers working on the project as if they're employees for a massive company. Because it ain't that, you know? That's completely an unreasonable expectation to place on them. Right, and while I'm sat here, grabbing a beer. AD anon. Hello. Pink goggles. No clue. What? Does the advanced shop not sell? It varies. Because don't forget, stores respawn. Right, apparently these guys are not counting. Oh, the koala annas. And we need koala beans. I mean, how do you pronounce that? I mean, be reasonable. ADHDQNQN. I mean, what? It's not a word. Is it? Is that a word? ADHD Cayune. Well, not to a Welsh person from Britain. It don't quite do that. Oh, God, here we go. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O, you tried to zone. Am I over the border? Nope. I think the zone change failed. Uh-oh. This might be quite bad. I don't know. Oh, no, Spaghetti-O. I can remember this area being a poor place to cross during the Shadowlands beta. I do remember that. See if we get across this time. Uh-oh. I don't think this zone border is gonna work. No, it ain't. Okay, so the next garden porthole over there is gonna be Tinkerdire Shell Beach, isn't it? Right, okay. Gonna have to find another way through. Le bridge is not le bridging. Alright, hopefully zoning here works, but no guarantee it will. Oh, yep, that worked. Okay, so now we want to go Dome View. That's Barter's going to be the nearest, isn't it? The Divide, maybe? Could be. Tinker Tower's there. Shell Beach, I guess? See if we can zone into the northwest from here. We can! Da, 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 da. Right, so we couldn't cross at the bridge, but where there's a will, there's a way. think we'll run over the incarnator at this point. ADHD. Cayenne. Okay. Is that like Espanol or something? Because I know Q's and J's and such like are quite different in Spanish. Or Espanol. But I don't know my way around the language enough to navigate them. What kind of a grainy? Don't need. Not yet. Cayenne, yeah, okay, but I don't necessarily understand the QN like thing. To me it's like, wait, what? Forgive my ignorance. I am a savage Welshman who knows little. I mean, God, if I did everything in Welsh, I'd have an audience of 2 people and everyone would be going, eh? So. So for this to work, I've got to do a bit of a run here. I've got to get past big scary hecklers, and those dudes over there, which will stun lock me. It's the ups and downs. Right, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I've got a load of stuff to do today. It's really important and I have to do it. Oh, squirrel. Totally get that, mate. That's most people. Whether they want to admit it or not. Okay, we're trying to get around Les Hecklers and the big dragon guys. Oh my God, that's a knife edge to run through. Don't stun, don't stun. Bone dragons have a root and stun. Oh shit. Run away! Run away! Pink goggles, no clue. Good night, good night. We lived. Oh my God, barely. That was very close to... You're gonna die. Excuse me. Right, okay. We seem to have evaded them, and now we have to climb the wall of impossible angle. I can't jump as high as I need to, and the mobs I want are right above. Cooler bien. Yes, prepare to die. bit of Dimash healing. Yay, there we go. We got one. Pull, hit Q, and... Number 3? Yeah, on PRK, always be hitting Q to start combat. You might be used to starting with specials, but don't, because it doesn't always work. You'll hit twice and then stand like a lemon. Was that not it? Return! We got the 3. Okay, but we're not going to return yet. We're going to go to Tinker Tower. Or die trying. Oh, God. Why are you all in the way? The last thing I want to do is aggro a heckler. Because they're like, what, 160, 180-ish? And we're 80. We will die. Oh, shit. Yeah, they're hitting for a 1k. That's not good. No, it isn't. Yeah, I mean, have you been to the neutral shops that normally sell 6 slots? Maybe they're not in advanced, they're in superior or the ICC shops. I'm not sure, because them being in the ICC shops, I think is a 18.7, therefore live server thing. So I'm not 100% sure either way. Alright, we're doing our delivery to Tinker Tower. Then, I don't know, try and complete the other ones. I ran between Borealis and Newland checking. Yeah, ICC is not ICC as it is on the live server. So you might have to do a bit more shopping. Sided shops, etc. I mean, we could check that because I'm in a safe spot now. So if I go back here, click on play, I will log in a second account to go have a look. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be storing that one. That's okay. Right, here's my little Omni Trader mule. So I'm going to take her to a sided shop as opposed to a neutral. Although we could start with a neutral shop. This is the... Yeah, okay. Maps, containers, advanced tools, superior tools. 4 slots. So not in there at the moment. Advanced tools. 5 slot. Okay. But it doesn't rely on people being inside the shop instance to reset. Kadonk. Right, okay. So let's go to trade. Clong. Reminded of the intro to a sequence from the Holy Grail, Dominus sit Patria sit Spiritus Sanctus, and all that. Oh, they slap your face with a Bible. Where's the superior shops here? They're usually around the edges, aren't they? Do I have delay and lag? A little bit, but the trick is start with Q and then start hitting with specials. If you start with specials, it invariably breaks. I don't know why, but it seems to be the case. Superior store. Let's go and check in here. Now, I haven't reached the point where I need a 6 slot, so I don't know. Omni superior devices. Nope, not going to be in that. Be tools, wouldn't it? Forex. Yeah, not in that one. Containers and other stuff. Attacks, maps. Okay, none of those. But the loot in the chests, in the vendors is quite variable. So quite often you do need to shop around. Luxury won't be in there. That's trader's store. Need to make a mule. Yeah, it kind of is. Just keep checking every 20 minutes. Eventually one will show up, I'm sure. Maps, containers, tools. Took me ages to get a belt. There you go. In advance, I've got a 3 slot, which that should be in a basic store, really, but isn't. People are walking around with 6 slots, so they got them somewhere. There's no missions, so the only other place was from one of these vendors, I guess. But yeah, making a mule on this server is a pretty good idea. Trash King drops them. Well, that's new. And, you know, there are things on this server which are not on any other version of AO. Luxury. Not gonna be you. Who else could it be? They're quality 160. I've seen them in shops before. Whether they're in shops on this server, different kind of question. I just need to... Yeah, let's hand this in before it times out. You want the moss. Ding! 84. I just realised that was on a timer. We'll pick up his other missions. Missions. Will you help? Yes, of course. Delivering pearls. Kill the named Ermites. Okay. Drops on live too. It's called the Reinforced Component Belt. You just need 160 for it to work. Yeah. Advanced tools, 4 slot, other stuff. Okay. I've not looked for a 6 slot yet, so I don't know, you know, how hard they are to get. OT superior tools. $5,000. It might be that they are not that available on this server. I don't know. Could be one of them. The other spot would be one of the ICC stores in Borealis, but it doesn't work the way it does on live because live is 18.9 or something at this point. We're on 18.4 here, so it could be quite different. Wander back and have a look. I mean, the main reason for a 6 slot is either A compiler, or B, you need something else. You know, like the extra NCU space, etc. We'll go Borealis. I know there's a couple of shops in Borealis on live where you can almost always get a 6 slot. I don't know if that's the case on PRK. I don't know. We'll have a look very quickly just to see, for science, and you know, all of that. Gorge, welcome to the stream. So this is special quality supermarket. Okay, let's try you. I think this is a trader store. Yeah, spirit cars, computers. Check-in computers. Oh no, quality one. Ugh. The other stuff. Specialist commerce, which I think is, oh, I've got to be level 25 and trader. Same kind of deal there. Okay. I mean, this tune is what, level 20, so completely a mule. I made them ages ago. Okay, so this fair trade is an advanced supermarket. Let's try in here. This is one of the, on live is an ICC store. Yep, 3 slot. Useless. Oh, it could be more difficult than it seems. Basic, it's not going to be in there, is it? Right, okay, so let's put this back where I left it. Yeah, it could be more difficult than it appears to get a 6 slot on PRK. I don't know. It does seem to be. In those Newland stores on live, if you go in those, yeah, I mean, they're teeming over with high quality gear for a price. I mean, God, it's expensive. But it's there, you know. So yeah, it looks like there's a bit more work involved if you want to get a 6 slot on this server. I haven't got to the point where I need one. So yeah. Right, what are we doing here? Diving for pearls, kill the coiling ermites, and drive away shell ermites. Okay. So coiling ermite is... that's bending. Coiling is north. However, stopped playing this game about 14 years ago. Oh, there you go. You missed quite a bit then. Lost ermite. Is that one of the things I need to kill? I don't think it is. Coiling, bending, yada yada yada. Shell ermite. Oh, shell ermite. Come to me, Daddy-o. CQ first. Too far away, yeah. Tether on this server is shorter than live. At I can't remember one single game mechanic, and these days I have no patience to relearn it. Well, then don't. You know, it's simple, my dude. Very, very simple. If it feels too complicated, why bother? Seems to be the 21st century method. Oh, it's too hard. Don't do it. You should also watch James Burke's Connections. Where he explains that attitude puts you in a technology trap. You're surrounded by technology you don't understand and have no idea how it works. And yet, when it fails, you're fucked, basically. And he made that program in the late 70s, early 80s, before things got as complicated as they are now. But he was right then. The TV remote. Well, I was a TV engineer, so they're not a mystery to me. And neither are the logic boards in TVs and all sorts of stuff like that. Wall Street guy in chat. Wait, what? Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of us that are trapped in the technology trap. So when the technology breaks down, you're fucked. You've no idea how to get out of it or how to survive. That's why I've always kept an active mind and always been willing to learn something new. Because if you do not, then you are making yourself a victim of technology, and you shouldn't do that. What was it? Yeah, James Burke, incredibly intelligent man, made an incredible amount of great TV as well. Old guy now, super smart, scarily smart. He's the guy that did the famous clip where one of the Saturn rockets takes off on his countdown, but obviously he knew the countdown and when it was going to start, so he got it all in one take. Allegedly. But, you know, whether or not it was one take or whether it was two separate sequences, because it looked like two separate sequences to me. But he still lined it all up. But yeah, one of the videos he did, which was a technology trap. Yeah, there you go.
This is one of the more...
I think you can watch the full episode on YouTube if you look for it. I'm not sure where it is. Yeah, Trigger Effect. I think that's the one. I watched this. When did this come out? I'm not sure. But yeah, go watch that. And then have another rethink about why you don't care how technology works as long as it does. Because this is a warning from 30, 40 years ago about why it does matter that you understand it. Bending Ermite to the south. And it's one of the reasons I've always kept myself interested in technology and how it works, because when it doesn't, if you don't understand enough about it, you're fucked. You need to have an understanding of how it works to survive its failure. Okay? And like all technology, sooner or later it does. Ooh, are you oh no, you're lost there, mate. No, I don't want you. South. I'm looking at the compass at the bottom of the screen down here. If you fight the lost, you'll get 50 more. So we ain't touching them. Lost Ermite fun. Lost Ermite can kiss my ass. I'm not going to engage. Literally. It's like, nope. All the nope. Shell Ermites, I still need a couple more. Is that one close enough to pull? It would be on live, but over here the tether is shorter. So I may need to run toward them as well. Wow, blinds are really a thing on PRK. They're like, no, blind is blind, dude. A friendly soul gave my agent quality 122 Perennium Sniper. Nice, dude. That's a nice weapon. Well, someone gifted me the Panther, and I spent the next stream working at getting it on. It was worth it, though. The prices on this server are much more reasonable. The joys of equipping gear in this game, it's the same maze of whatever, but you haven't got all the outside buffs you could ever dream of and a bunch of other stuff you inherited from your other characters to do it with. Yeah, agents can drain, and get a wrangle. Yeah, double drain. Divest and ransack, and then get a wrangle. Then cast an even bigger one. So what you do is you implant for this special, like aim shot. And then get all the wranglage that you need. It's supposed to be killing a different Ermite here, but okay, we're killing this guy because he attacked. Yeah, I mean, on the live server, a lot of agents have got higher level pets and whatnot than pet classes. because they can go FP Trader and do that. Bendinger, mate. I choose you. What are you doing, Blind Pew? Guessing. What was that in Men in Tights or something? Blind Pew, what do you see? Or what are you doing? I'm guessing? Or something like that, yeah, it was quite a funny line. Truth be told. Cruel, but funny. Yellow, was it Yellowbeard? I don't know, I'm sure it was a Mel Brooks thing. I could be wrong though. So we've done half his mission. We've killed the named Swirling. He's all the way north. And we've got the others to kill as well. Shell Ermites. Right, I'm gonna hang here while I grab a beer, because it looks yeah, it does sound Mel Brooksy. It might not be, but it's very much in his vein, let's say. I'll be back in a sec. I'm just getting myself another beer. John Cleese played him. Wow. Okay, that I didn't remember. Oh, God. I'm ADHD. Here we go. Blind. He was called Blind Pew, wasn't he? Blind Pew. Muppet Treasure Island. Oh, my God. Was it that movie? No, that's a version of him. Blind Pew, what are you doing? Guessing. That was the line I remember. Oh god, it switched my keyboard to US. Was that the line? Okay. That was a Muppet movie? Oh, okay. Because that's not John Cleese, that's Billy Connolly. In all the images on there. Jeez Louise, can you make a shorter link? Holy hell. Blind Pew Yellowbeard from a different movie. That could be John Cleese, you can't tell, can you? Postal Pirate. Who is Blind Pew in Yellowbeard? John Cleese. Blind Pew. IMBD. Let's have a look. Jerry Nelson, John Laurie, Christopher Lee, Jerry Nielsen, John Cleese, Wilbury Gray, Hiroshi Okinawa, and yeah, okay, so it's a bunch of guys. It could be any one of them that I'm thinking of. Oh dear. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's from Treasure Island. Did Mel Brooks do a Treasure Island kind of movie? I think he did. I think he borrowed the Treasure Island character. Hang on. Mel Brooks, Blind Pew. Life Stink. Oh my god, yeah. It's been referenced. The character name has been referenced many times, I think is a safe thing to say. Yeah, I don't know what came first, and obviously the book would have come first. It came before cinema, didn't it? Treasure Island? Who am I killing? Swirling! Oh, they're north. I ran south. Yeah, the one I can remember is I'm sure it was Mel Brooks' Men in Tights. But I could be misremembering. You know, it could be a Mandela effect. You know, it could be one of those. Let's have a quick other Google. Oh my god. Men in Tights. Blind Pew. Mark Blankfield is blinking. Why? Well, the reference is Men in Tights, Blind Pew, but it's bringing up another character. I think it's another character name that reflects that, and somehow I've mixed the two. Yeah, this is definitely Mandela effect, isn't it? Time for a rebuff before we carry on. So I'm going to do heals first. Draden, welcome to the stream. Discord ID verification that comes in March uses Persona. Hackers expose them. Will you use Discord when this update rolls out? No. There's ways and means around that bullshit. No, you can't have my personal information, Discord. You're the reason you exist is you're a free alternate service to forums and TeamSpeak. And as soon as you get bigger than your boots and start overstepping that mark, your user base will drop off drastically. And then you'll have to have a rethink. Because they have all this user data. But if the users turn around and go, no, they're fucked. I don't think they really realise that as well. It seems odd. I can't use the... Oh, God, hang on. Yeah, it's like they don't seem to realise that. I don't know why. I mean, who the hell pays the money anyway? Does anyone pay for their premium service or whatever? I mean, all the other streaming services have found out the hard way that as soon as you started putting ads on movies and stuff on your streaming subscription service, your user base dwindled and people went, "Arr." The Bay. We're going to the Bay for a thing. You know. People just went, fuck you, we'll just pirate whatever we want to watch if you're going to charge us money to watch it and also give us ads. It's like they don't realise where they've come from. The reason streaming services are popular is no ads. And now they're going, well, yeah, but you have to pay us more money. No, but you could have just put the price up and people would have made the decision. But what you did instead was try to squeeze a price hike in under the guise of, ooh, premium service doesn't have ads, but the service you're currently paying for does. And people went, well, fuck you, I'll just pirate everything then. And they've suddenly been left on their arses with it. It's like one of the worst business decisions ever, but, you know, it was decided by a bunch of out-of-touch corporate suits in a boardroom, so what do you expect? You know, Blockbuster went out of business for the same reason that they will go out of business, because without people subbing, they don't have a business, they don't have anything. It's kind of worrying they think they can do that and there'll be no consequences. People will just schlep up and take it like a man or something. No, they won't. They'll go, I mean, even now, people that watch these streaming services on PC that they throttle down to low resolution and bitrate are pirating the stuff they were paying for previously because they're sick of having to pay a premium for the subscription and then having to watch it in shit resolution. Even now, people, you know, there's a large percentage of people have gone, but I watch everything on my PC. I don't watch on the TV. I don't own one. I do everything on my laptop. And they know that people are pirating everything, but as soon as you stream something, that's it. It gets pirated in minutes, and it's up on the web. And once it's up there, it's never going away, and people can access it. It's like that same silly-ass argument game companies are trying to make now, that paying for a game is not ownership. And everyone turned around, then piracy isn't theft, my dude. If that's your argument, that's our response. We'll just pirate all your shit instead of paying you to not own something we bought. You know. Hello, Carlos. Been a while, still. You're playing AO still. Arr, I do like rum. Arr, me too. Arr. Oh, you want to charge me more and I have to watch ads on your shitty fucking platform? Arr. I think not. It's like, what fucking daydream are you guys living in that you think people are going to be that gullible? I mean, sure, enough people probably will be. But when the profits plummet I think they'll realise that, oh, wait a minute. This maybe wasn't such a good idea. Oh, shell hermite. I need another one. Let's pull you, wherever you are. Where are you, shell hermite? I need X number of you. Are you running away from it? You are. I can see your little pool of win disappearing around the map. Yeah, I mean, these people in their boardrooms don't live in the real world. If they think people will just put up with their bullshit, they really don't. Right, so we've done that bit, and we need swirling hermite. Where the hell's swirling? I thought we just killed swirling. Oh no, that was the other thing. Where's swirling? They should be inside here somewhere. But I've got a feeling I found them southwards, where they shouldn't be. I'm about to I'm not going to be dramatic about it. I'll just log out and never log back in. And when they come to their senses, my account will still be there. Don't need any grand gestures. They just need to realise people have stopped using their service. That's all it takes. Vote with your money, yeah. Refuse to give it to them. Just don't use the platform. As soon as that happens, they're going, well, our user base has gone from 18 million to 3 million. What the fuck? Yeah, well, you tried to pull shit and people weren't having it. Goodbye. And then they panic, realise it wasn't the right choice, and then they offer you other options. Corporations are like toddlers. You've just got to remember that if you give them control, you're in a world of pain. So don't. Well, it did this age verification thing in the UK for, you know, those sorts of sites. You know, the ones I mean, boys and girls, the hub, etc. And, you know, to be fair, the hub, I'm not going to give the exact name, said, yeah, okay, we'll go along with that. And then said, we've had a 70% drop off in UK users. However, we've had a 70% rise in all other users from Norway, France, Belgium, Germany. Everyone just went, yeah, I'm just going to get a free VPN. Screw you guys. You're not getting my info. The shady shit I look at on your website. I just found that incredibly amusing. How much that backfired. Sparkling Ermite, where the hell are you? You should be way north. What are you doing down here? Swirling. Oh no, I thought it was swirling I found down here. Oh, maybe it is back up there. I knew it began with S. Blinded in your NCU. Fuck you. I'm just going to keep running north. There's me dealing with Netflix. Yeah, see ya. Yeah, go in the whole, oh, I'm going to delete my account and blah, blah, blah. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. They'll figure out it was a shit idea and it hasn't worked. And your account will still be active. Don't delete it. There's no point. They'll realise it ain't gonna work very quickly. Give it about 6-7 days. I mean, Discord as a platform is bizarre to me anyway, because the majority, I mean, the vast majority of the people on the platform are not paying any money for it. And it must be costing thousands a minute in upkeep at this point. It's become so popular. So I'm wondering how that business model plays out. I really don't know, but what they've proposed ain't gonna work. Sparkling Ermite. There we go. That's the one we need, isn't it? No, it's swirling. Where the hell is you swirling? You're north. Or you should be. I've no nano resist, so yeah. But I do have the planet map, so screw you guys. Yeah, it really doesn't make any sense how Discord even operates as a platform, because the upkeep must be costing them a hell of a lot of money. And this whole, oh, we want your personal information to stay operating, etc. It's like, well, that sounds like a you problem, actually. Okay, let's do Shell Ermite first. Oh, come on, you're attacking me. There we go. Kill the shell. But yeah, dramatic gestures like deleting account, etc. Only if you plan to never come back. Otherwise, you're going to have to figure out which groups you were a part of, re-earn, you know, all your badges and whatnot. Nah, it's just a crap way to deal with it. Honestly. Target not in range. Well, fuck me. How close do I have to get? I fight you in the middle, piece of crap. Come on then. Have some. What I do like with this is I'm still not missing. Yeah, of course they're not. They want to... Well, it's like Microsoft with Windows 11. What they want is to sell your personal information to advertisers. That is where they're making money. They're not charging you for the OS per se, but if they're not charging you, you're the product. That's a very old adage, and it's never really been untrue. If the service is free, you are the product. Unless you know how to navigate the system, in which case that's what you do. You go, no, service provider, I am not a product and I do not consent. As soon as, worst case scenario, Discord folds and all their service disappears, another one will pop up within days of that, waiting in the wings, you know, to pick that up, and they'll go through the same process. People will share information if they're willing to, unless they can be cajoled into doing it. And I have no intention. If they say you can't use our service without ID, I'll go, okay, bye. But you won't be able to log into your Discord and you won't be able to do this. Okay. But you have to give us your information. Otherwise, you can't use our service. Okay. I'm not going to use it then. You see how the power they think they have has just completely vanished? Yeah, everyone goes back to TeamSpeak and Skype. You know, it's a shame. Because it was quite a good free service. But it was only good because it was free. Yeah, people will just go, okay, I'll just create a forum instead, like we used to before you guys came along. You know, they're not going to get what they want. They're just not going to get what they want, but they're too arrogant and stupid to know that. It just ain't going to work. You know, it's... Nah. People are going to go, I ain't giving you any fucking information. Fuck that. And then they're going to go, but, all you want. It's not happening, dude. I'm done with the Ermites and I have the pearl for you, do I? Oh, I think I do. Okay, there's the pearl. Ding-a-ling, 85. Okay, goodbye. Say goodbye, but I think we did the other thing as well. Yeah, there is no way in hell your personal data is safe with a company like Discord or anything else, for that matter. What corporations want is as much information about you as possible so they can control you. That's what they want. That's what they've always wanted. We've been warned about it in dozens of different films and franchises. If at this stage you don't take the warning, that's on you. You know? There was a new video dropped. 3 hackers exposed their scheme with Persona. And they ain't going to delete the ID upload. Yeah, of course they're not. They want to use it, track it, and everything else. Of course they do. That's what all these companies do. You're the product. All you got to do is go, I don't agree to that. And they're fucked. There's nothing they can do. They can't force you to give you their information. They can say, well, you can't use our service without the information. Okay, well, I'm not going to use your service then. What are they going to do? Stick their thumb up their butt and spin. That's what they're going to do. I mean, what you've got to remember is your data is bought and sold ad hoc all the time. No matter what system you use or anything else, it's bought and sold all the time. And you've been in that position for over 20 years. Thinking any different is deluding yourself. It really is. Microsoft has been tracking you for years. Every other medium has been tracking you for a long time. The people like Discord have come up with a way to try and cajole you into letting them into the party So they can sell your information to third parties for profit. That's it. That's their business model. It always was. It was never going to remain free. The plan was always to steal your personal information, sell it to advertisers so they can target you with their shitty ads and everything else. It's never been anything else. And I've never had any delusion about that. But I was okay with it. It was like, yeah, you can track all you want. You're never going to get consent. So no, I won't be deleting my Discord account. I will just go, well, I'll stop using Discord then. And you guys can decide what you're going to do next. It's your problem, not mine. That's it. That's my answer to all of that. Now, all the time that we're talking about it, you remember they've put this out there weeks ahead of their actual date of doing it, is to get, what they're doing is putting feelers out to see if they can get away with it. So at this point, when people just go, nope, they're like, we don't know what they're going to do because no one's responding directly. So they're going to have to wait until it does become a thing. Yeah, okay, so this gateway doesn't work. Okay. And then that bunch of feckless suits are going to have to figure out what to do. Okay, plan A has dropped on its arse and doesn't work because people are just not going to use the service under the circumstances we've tried to dictate to them. So how can we water that down? You know, that's how it's going to go. Nope, not gonna get involved. Stuck. Goodbye. How to deal with arseholes. Stuck. Bye-bye. Job done. Yeah, there you go. That's how that works. Right, so we've got a bit more to finish up. Well, we've got the Somfus Bruni thing, and we've got the other one to hand in. How have we got there? 6 days, 23 hours. Yeah, we'll deal with it tomorrow. It's going to be one of those. Yeah, it's a shame that Discord are doing this to themselves, but their business model, it's going to fall flat on its arse. They need the current level of active users all agreeing in order to be able to sell that amount of information to advertisers to stay profitable. So what's going to happen is way over 50% are going to go, okay, no, I totally hear what you're saying. However, I don't agree. So I'm just not going to use your service anymore and just vanish. And then their business model has suddenly collapsed because you've all stopped using their service. It's not a good look for the board. You know, it's one of them. Anyway, right, I'm going now. I love you all. I'll miss you all. Is anyone else streaming Anarchy online even? Are they? I don't know. Let's have a look. There was one guy last time. I don't know if they still are, but maybe that would be cool. Let's have a look. Anarchy Online. Who's streaming? Oh, me and Rubi-ka live feed. Well, that's Rubi-ka live feed. It's kind of cool, but it's hardly the same thing as an active stream. What's Lost doing? I like Lost. She's lovely. She's trying to play, by the look of it, Mass Effect. And she is wonderful. She's a lovely lady. So we'll go raid her. There you go. We're raiding successfully Lost. She's very funny, actually. Whether she means to be or not, I find her incredibly amusing.
I'm impressed. Clinky, you don't fail, and you don't cease to impress.
Yeah. She's a nice girl. She's a nice girl. To me, she's a kid. But there you go. Right, is that everyone all aboard? Who's going aboard would be nice. We've got 27 out of 35. Is that everyone who wants to go? While they navigate the world that is Mass Effect. Was actually quite a good game, I have to admit. Right, that looks like that's everyone that's gonna go. So until the next one, which will most likely be tomorrow, love you all. See you in the next one. Bye for now.
Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Oh my god, Callus! Oh, how nice! Thank you for coming in, Callus! Anarchy Online. I was not expecting anything else. Oh well, June could have been, but Callus, Mr. Lovely Beard Man, how have you been? How is your day going? How was your week? How is everything? Well, I want to go to the planet, enter orbit. Erinle. So let's see how far we go with this one. Now that's way too slow and ridiculous. I've played this game a bunch of times and you can fairly quickly circle the planets looking for very large spikes. Okay. Only take about 2 minutes and that's for rich ones. Once a moderate, you can consider moving on. Oh my. Okay. Thanks, strategy.
I've been mostly having a lovely beard.
You've been mostly having a lovely beard? And 27 months, oh my god. That long. Has it been that long? Thank you, Callus. 20 freaking 7 months. That is impressive. Yeah, Callus is a streamer who plays Anarchy Online, and Chris is a streamer who mostly does in real life streams, being a food delivery person. So that is, you know, quite two different. But Chris is from Slovenia, and Callus is somewhere from UK. But being Welsh. Did I remember correctly, right? Feels like a day to old folks like thee. Oh, come on. Again, you guys are not old. You're as old as you feel. And to me, it feels like, Callus, you're pretty young in your mind and stuff, which is great. Good. That's better than moderate. So let's see. Okay, I have big expectations here now. Ooh, there was a spike. I have a lot of probes. Whoa!
Launching probe. In research projects, Element Zero is used for bioamp and omni-tool upgrades, which allow squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective.
We got stuff. I got a victory sticker. We already took stuff, so that's gone.
Probe away.
This planet is a good planet. I like this planet. I feel like I am winning. I haven't done anything, but yeah. Chrisney!